3-possession deficit now for the Tide at the 11:35 mark.
Your Tug Valley Panthers 26. The Sherman Tide 6.
So 2 touchdown passes for Newsom here tonight so far, in just over a quarter of play.
Seems like this Panther team has really responded to their new interim head coach. I don't know when they'll lift that tag. When they do, we'll break it on wvsportsnet.com, where you can always find us live 24/7. Also, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/wvsportsnet. Go on there, leave your comments, all your great things that you would like to say about us. We'd be happy to hear them, or the bad. You know, if you got something bad you want to say or you'd like to see us change it up, like I said, go to wvsportsnet.com and leave your opinion.
I tell you what, like I said, he's got the interim title, but after performances like we've seen so far, it won't be long till he's the head honcho for sure to take that interim tag off that guy.
Absolutely.
And he was wondering if he could do it. Honestly, might be almost be overconfident with how everything's been going so far for him. Other than that opening drive there by Sherman. And again, number 32, Justin Clark's going to run it out to about the 35-yard line. And they're going to start at their own 35 and try to get things together here like they did on that first drive and get another score on the board.
Yeah, they got to get something going here, Tony, before. Well, they definitely got to score before halftime, but, come out here, first drive of the second quarter, be able to put one in the end zone. That might throw you a little momentum your way that'll help you later on, third and fourth quarter. Because right now they can't be feeling very confident on offense.
No, they can't. And just like last night, South Charleston took the ball at the beginning of the game, and they desperately needed the kickoff throughout the second half, but they couldn't. And it's going to be the same situation here for Sherman, where they're going to have to kick the ball off starting in the second half. So we have a deep, deep sack all the way back at the 20. That's going to be a loss of 12.
Number 56 for the Panthers, Isaac Parsley, the junior, running him down. I tell you, Halstead's been flushed out of the pocket all night. The Panther pursuit has been heavy. Sherman Tide, you've got to come up with an answer, second and long.
Well, it's at the 19, so that's actually a longer loss than 12. They started out at the 30, at the 35, so that was a loss of 14. Here we go. We got a run. They get some of it back. Justin Clark, number 32 there on the carry.
Justin Clark on the run.
Got it up to the 22.
Tackled by number 55, Blake Spalding.
Blake Spalding in on the tackle. A little different atmosphere, Tony, here tonight as we travel down 119 away from Charleston. We'll get to see the Tug Valley Panthers. Like you said, consolidation has not hit them. They will not be going to Mingo Central High School. And maybe that's where a lot of these fans are at tonight. They went up to see the new, I think it's the Buck Harless Field or Arena or Stadium or something. It's a nice complex regardless.
And the Pride of West Virginia is performing up there too, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. Halstead, quarterback keeper, getting up to the 36. Make it to 37, 38. And it's not going to be quite enough. But at least they got all that negative yardage back. That 10 yards is going to be crucial in punting the ball here. I'm assuming that they're going to punt. Yes, there it goes.
Oh yeah, that deep in your territory, Tony. It's tough on a coach to call that in the first half. Going for it on fourth down, I'm saying.
Right, that would be a bold move, Cott. Bold move.
Number 9, Ryan Priest. Number 4, Braxton Hinkle, back deep to receive.
And we got a snap. Drop the ball, but picked back up by number 9 of Tug Valley, Ryan Priest. And he gets back. He stepped out of bounds at the 37. And fortunately for him, because he had daylight when he got back in bounds there.
Stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Fortunate for Tug Valley, I mean.
Yeah, it was a good thing. He brought all the defense here to the closest hash to us on the right side. Got everybody pinned on the sideline, cut back. Like Tony said, he had about 2 men to beat, and one was the kicker. So that might have been the best defense, was him stepping out of bounds for the Sherman Tide. And remember, if you log on to wvsportsnet.com, AR Photography will be with us again this season. She's agreed to travel around. There'll be some pictures, some photos on there. If you have a request of a player that you'd like to have a picture of, you can send her an email. It's on the website, or it's arphotography@wvsportsnet.com.
She does very good work, and she'll definitely hook you up with some good pictures. As Coach Hodge did not like the offense he had on the field, and he calls timeout. It's good to see Hodge staying on top of with a comfortable lead. He's still staying on top of his troops. He's not going to let them get sloppy on him here. I like that.
Pretty interesting here, Tony, as I look, just making yet another observation, is nobody on the Tug Valley sideline is wearing any type of headset or anything, so I don't know if they're really communicating with anybody upstairs or not, or making just all the calls from the field level. That's normally unusual. We always see at least one or two coaches wearing some headsets because they got a spotter up top, you know.
I see a Sherman gentleman up here in front of the press box. It's not a very big press box. They have him sitting out here in the bleachers with his headset on. Looks like a coordinator over there for Sherman.
Yep.
But good observation there.
That's one of the assistant.
Keeping it in the 50s down here in Tug. I like it.
That's right. That's one of the assistant coaches, Jim Henderson, that's sitting there, Tony, for the Sherman side.
All right. Mr. Henderson rocking a headset up there. And Tug Valley is going to keep things going here.
As night begins to fall, so could Sherman's dream of starting out, going undefeated here, as it's going under 10 minutes in the second quarter, 3-touchdown lead. You got to think if they score here, Tony, big.
Oh, yeah, huge. Looks like Newsom cut the wrong way, but he stays alive somehow. Splits 3 defenders. Now cuts back up into the field. Still on his feet. Breaks another tackle. Keeps going. Unbelievable. Is somebody going to tackle him? They finally do. We got a flag on the play and the cleat. So normally when you're running around like that, there's a holding play or blocking the back. I'm assuming it's going to be on Tug here. Let's see what happens. But it was a very impressive 12-yard run there by Newsom.
Yeah, and
wow.
And the bad part is, Tony, the flag didn't come until the play was almost over. He had already advanced probably 5 or 6 yards past where the flag is thrown and was going down. So that's something Coach Hodge, I'm sure, will expand on.
And the good thing, if there is such a good thing about a penalty like that, is from a spot of the foul penalty. 7 yards down the field, so though it's only going to be a 2nd and 13, looks like about 2nd and 14 there. So it's only a loss of 3 or 4. Not bad, but you still want that play, but it could be worse.
Absolutely. Could have been 2nd and 15.
You're right. It's a game of inches, isn't it?
That's exactly. Every inch counts.
Tug Valley going back into the good old wing T formation with Newsom under center and pump fake and hands it over to number 33 there for Tug Valley, Derek Blevins. And he gets up to the 41. So gain of 5 and make that 6.
Tackle by number 10, Aaron Lowe, and number 81, Alex Barless. Taken down at the 41-yard line.
We got a 2nd and 8 here.
Second down
for the Panthers. Again, wearing your black uniforms, going against Sherman in the maroon, white, and gold. And we have a fumble on the play. Newsom fortunate enough to get back on it. Sherman defensive lineman there, number 73, Austin Campbell, jumps all over it.
Number 10, Mikey Newsom, Tug Valley.
Yeah, cat-like reflexes there, Tony, as he fell right back on the ball. Pretty smart, because that's about the first time that we've seen the Sherman defensive line penetrate the Panthers offensive line. They got back here pretty quick. Newsom just a little bit faster.
And Austin Campbell there, he's a big body down there. Oh, almost jumps the snaps there, so I wonder if he was timing up that snap there pretty good. Normally when you see a defensive lineman break through, they like to change up that snap, and sometimes you'll get them to jump off sides.
Another late flag.
It looks like this one may be on the Tug Valley bench.
Flag on the play.
I'm not sure what the call is here. Too many illegal man downfield. I think that, yeah. You don't see that call very often.
The penalty was in the NL.
Most of the time when it's called in high school sports, Tony, it's on a screen or some sort of, pretty much on a screen. About 90% of the time you'll see that call on a screen. Lineman trickles downfield, thinks he's going to get the ball or something. I don't know. They've practiced it all week. You know, he knows he's not going to get it. But he's got to inch down that way anyway.
The penalty was declined.
Penalty was declined there since it was an incomplete pass. It's going to, since it was complete for about 2 yards.
7 for Tug Valley.
But since it's going to force a 4th and long, and Tug Valley's probably going to punt, Sherman did the right thing there and just declined it. And so they want that ball back with about 6:53 and counting to go here in the first half of action here in Mingo County at Tug Valley High School. There we go.
Yeah, you'll get boycotted for that, Tony.
I about got lynched. Oh, number 9 with the coverage there for Tug Valley, Ryan Priest, and he leveled out there. Number 3, Cody Byers.
He was all over him, Tony. All over him. Good stick. Timed it out about right too, because they're real finicky about them type of calls. You know, giving the returner adequate space, I think is how the rule says. You know, he's got a halo rule type effect. Some people think a halo rule's 4 yards. Some people think it's a foot. So it's all left in the eyes of the beholder, which is the official.
Here we go back in shotgun formation is Halstead. Spread formation. He's got 4 wideouts. And he had an open man there, number 3 again, Cody Byers. He may have heard some footsteps there. He got his hands on it. You know what the golden rule is, you get your hands on it.
Yep.
Your quarterback wants you to catch it.
Got to catch it. That's exactly right. And that's preached through the training camp stuff through August. I mean, all the way through midget leagues. You know, if you can touch it, you should be able to catch it. And he touched it with both hands. That's all I'm saying.
That'd be 2nd and 10 for Tug Valley.
He's got one more year there, Byers does. The 5'5". He's one of the guys with a lot of heart, I'm sure. And Sherman's going to get sacked for a long loss there. Number 55 getting Blake Spalding with another sack. I believe that's his second one.
Yeah, 27 was in there well as Corey Dillon. Both of them swarming the quarterback. Halstead looked like it must have been, he thought it was a quick read, and his slot receiver ran a different route than what he thought because he brought it up and was going to fire it out there real quick and had to tuck it and nowhere to go.
13-yard loss on that one, and Sherman's starting to see some drives that are in the negative here.
You think they got to be looking for this number 81 split out here, Alex Barless.
Instead, they hand it off to Clark.
From the angle we had right there, it looked like if he could have got outside, he had a receiver sealing to the sideline.
Justin Clark on the run.
No, you're right. Yeah, that was, I mean, still a nice rush, but they're just trying to get some yards back there, it seems.
Yeah. Well, gives you a little bit of breathing room, Tony. Everybody's expecting pass. You kind of run a little draw-type play. Got to create some space there for your punter.
Gain of about 9 on that one.
Flags fly everywhere.
A lot of dirty laundry out there. Illegal substitution on Sherman. 5-yard penalty.
It's the small things like that, Tony, that continue to drive coaches crazy. False starts, offsides, legal procedure, legal substitutions. Those are the type of things that can actually kill a team's drive or momentum.
Nice spiral punt there. And he says he didn't touch it. And Sherman going to get a nice bounce there to the 37.
As our viewers can probably hear, we're sitting amongst the fans here tonight in Tug Valley. were sitting on the Sherman side of the bleachers. They felt like that Mr. Priest touched the football. Felt like it should have went their way. Officials called it something different. First and 10 Panthers.
Braden Harris' punt is down at the 37-yard line.
And again, those that's watching this is on tape delay. Normally we are able to go live, but the lack of cell phone coverage here in Mingo County at Tug Valley High School has prevented that. We will have this back up as soon as possible. Hopefully you're watching this, on Saturday or Sunday.
We got about 2 bars of wireless signal here from the Tug Valley School, but just not quite strong enough for us to get online. They are working on that, though, down here from what we've understood.
Yes.
And nice 13-yard reception there by number 32 of Tug Valley, Aaron Muncie, another different name.
Gain of 13 on the play.
Coach Hodge is spreading the ball around, sharing the wealth. Just so, if you got the weapons, you might as well use them, especially in a game like this, 26-6. There's probably only a couple plays in your playbook that would be a bad call right now, so he's getting to see the full effects of his offense.
And it's a potent one here so far. I mean, if you're scouting Tug Valley, if you're not coach scouting them right now, you're going back to your coach being like, hey, we don't got to worry about one guy or 2 or 3. They got 4 or 5 guys being involved here on the offense, and that's hard to plan around.
Yeah.
You normally you could teach your team like 1 or 2 players, but you got to teach them to touch on 5 different ones. It's hard. And that's good too if if you got a deep team and stuff like that. You can get, in case somebody gets hurt, you got plenty of backup plans. We're going to take another quick break here and go to another messages from our sponsors here on wvsportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.
What about the paint chip cold trucks are thrown all over your grill? There ain't nothing worse than having a dent in the rim or that nasty little chip in your windshield. Well, folks, I got the solution just for you. It's called Touch Pro Restoration, a traveling mobile restoration unit that works on headlight restoration, paint repair, interior repair, cloth, leather, vinyl, floor, you name it, he does it. Glass repair to fix them chips in the windshields. And again, wheel repair to get the nasty little scuffs out of your rims. Again, folks, he is a traveling mobile unit going from Charleston to Williamson, anywhere in between, to be as convenient to meet your needs as possible. Again, Touch Pro Restorations, 304-784-2401. And Tug Valley getting the ball. Newsom in the shotgun this time. End around to number 18, Jesse Mays. He's going to go up to the 35, loses the ball, but gets it right back. A gain of 15 on first down.
Yeah, the Mays kids, he's ran the ball hard all night. It's just another good run to add to his repertoire.
Taken down at the 35-yard line.
And in 2 plays, Tug Valley goes 28 yards on Sherman defense here. 4:10 remaining here in the first half and counting.
Yeah, the Tide defense has not had an answer for the Panthers offense today. Not yet. They haven't found it anyway as we come under 4 minutes.
And they've been on that field a long time here in that first half. You're starting to wonder if they're starting to get a little tired. Going to find out how good Coach Elkins has got them in shape. That's wrong, Elkins. That's the basketball coach of Buffalo. Sorry, Coach.
Matt Barker on the run.
No gain on the play there.
Tackle for no gain.
On the number 33 on the rush.
By number 72.
Blevins.
Richards.
Newsom going back under center. Going in the I formation this time. And another bubble screen.
Sniffed out by the Tide defense that time.
Mikey Newsom's pass is complete to number 11, David Runyon.
So now we got a 3rd down and 10 situation.
We 3rd down and 9.
A gain of 1.
39-yard line. Correction, 34-yard line.